The Galactic Council's most prestigious research station hummed with the quiet efficiency of advanced civilization. In the pristine corridors where beings from 47 different species conducted experiments that could reshape reality itself, Zia pushed his maintenance cart with practiced indifference. He was human, a species so unremarkable that most aliens forgot they existed. The Terrans had been granted membership in the Council only because they made excellent janitors, mechanics, and other manual laborers. Their short lifespans and simple biology made them perfect for tasks that more evolved species considered beneath them. Zia had worked Station Prometheus for 3 years, invisible to the brilliant minds around him. He cleaned their labs, emptied their waste receptacles, and listened to their casual conversations about manipulating quantum fields and engineering new forms of matter. Not that he understood much of it. Humans weren't known for their intelligence. Dr. Anna Vexthara was different from the other researchers. The Zephyrian xenobiologist actually acknowledged his presence, sometimes even saying thank you when he cleaned her lab. Her species was known for their analytical minds and perfect memory retention, making them natural scientists. She had 6 graceful arms, each capable of independent complex tasks, and her crystalline skin shifted colors based on her emotional state. "Zia," she called out one evening as he was sanitizing her workstation, "would you mind participating in a small experiment?" He paused, surprised. Researchers never asked janitors for help with actual science. "What kind of experiment, Doc?" Anna's skin flickered with what he'd learned was amusement, a soft purple hue. "Nothing invasive. I'm testing a new genetic analysis device. It can map the complete evolutionary history of any species in minutes. I've tested it on samples from our database, but I'd like to try it on a living subject." Zia shrugged. "Sure, why not? Beat scrubbing plasma residue." The device looked like a sleek silver wand. Anna pressed it gently against his arm, and it hummed for a few seconds before beeping cheerfully. She connected it to her workstation and activated the analysis program. "This should be interesting," she murmured, her skin shifting to a curious amber. Human genetic history is supposedly quite straightforward. Recent evolution, single-planet origin, no major anomalies. The first results appeared on her holographic display. Standard human markers, Earth origin confirmation, typical primate evolutionary tree. Anna nodded, unsurprised. But then the deep scan results began loading. Her skin went completely white, the Zephyrian equivalent of shock. That's impossible," she whispered. More data flooded the screen. Genetic markers that predated known galactic civilization. DNA sequences that matched theoretical models of the predecessor species. The mythical race that had supposedly seeded the galaxy with life billions of years ago. Anna's hands trembled as she ran the scan again. Same results. "Zia," she said carefully, "how much do you know about human history?" He leaned against his mop. "Not much. We came from Earth, figured out space travel a few hundred years ago, joined the Council when we proved we were good at fixing things." He paused. "Why, did your machine break?" Before Anna could respond, alarms began blaring throughout the station. Emergency lights bathed the corridors in red as automated voices announced, "Priority Alpha alert. All research personnel report to stations immediately." Anna's communication device crackled to life. Director Kethmorn's voice, usually calm and measured, was strained with barely controlled panic. "Dr. Vexthara, report to Command Center Omega immediately. Bring all data from your current experiment. This is not a drill." The command center was in chaos. Representatives from every major species were shouting over each other in a dozen different languages. Director Kethmorn, a dignified Altarian whose species had governed the Council for millennia, stood at the center of it all, looking like his worldview had just collapsed. "Explain," he commanded when Anna entered. She uploaded her scan results to the central display. The room fell silent as the data populated. Genetic markers appeared that every species in the room recognized but had never seen in a living being. "The human registers as a direct descendant of the founders," Anna announced. "Not just carrying trace DNA like most species, but direct lineage. His genetic code contains active founder sequences that we thought were extinct for 3 billion years." A crystalline representative stepped forward, their body resonating with harmonic frequencies that translated to disbelief. "Impossible. Humans are primitives. They lack even basic telepathic abilities." "The scans don't lie," Anna replied. Moreover, I've cross-referenced with the Royal Genealogy database. His genetic signature matches the theoretical profile of the First Dynasty, the original founder bloodline that established the galactic seeding protocols. Director Kethmorn turned to Zia, who had been standing quietly in the corner, still holding his mop. Human, what is your full designation? Zia Muhammad Khan, he replied, confused by all the fuss. Employee ID 7742B, Sanitation Department. The director's antennae twitched, a sign of extreme agitation. Run a deep historical scan on that name. Cross-reference with all archaeological databases. Minutes later, the results appeared. The name Khan appeared in founder archaeological sites across 17 different systems. Ancient texts spoke of the Khan dynasty as the first rulers of the galaxy, the ones who had established the laws of civilization before mysteriously vanishing. This changes everything, whispered a Vorthon counselor. If humans carry the founder bloodline, then by the ancient accords they hold legitimate claim to galactic governance. The room erupted in arguments. Some species demanded immediate verification. Others called for suppression of the information. A few suggested that perhaps humanity had been hiding their true nature all along. Zia cleared his throat. Excuse me, but I've still got 7 more floors to clean tonight. Can someone explain what's going on? Director Kethmorn stared at him. This simple janitor who might be the descendant of gods. Human, Zia. Your species may not be what we thought. The founders were the first sapient race in the galaxy. They seeded life throughout the stars before vanishing. We've spent millennia trying to understand their technology, their purpose. And you think I'm related to them? Zia asked. The evidence is irrefutable, Anna said softly. Your DNA contains active founder genetic sequences. You're not just related to them, you are them. Humanity isn't a primitive species that got lucky with space travel. You're the descendants of the galaxy's creators. Zia processed this information with the same calm demeanor he brought to fixing broken waste recyclers. So what does that mean exactly? It means, Director Kethmorn said slowly, that by rights established in the most ancient laws of civilization, humanity could claim dominion over the entire galactic community. Huh, Zia said, then shouldered his mop. Well, that's nice to know, but I've still got a job to do. These floors won't clean themselves. As he walked out of the command center, leaving behind a room full of shocked alien dignitaries, Anna couldn't help but smile. Perhaps the most human thing of all was that even after learning he was descended from gods, Zia Khan was still more concerned with doing his job well. The galaxy would never be the same, but the floors of Station Prometheus would definitely still be spotless in the morning.